Hey, Pete, what can you tell you about your truck?
Hey, how you doing? Good morning. This is a Chevrolet 1972 C10 Highlander. It's a survivor, came out of Colorado, and it's completely original. And a survivor, by my definition, is original born with paint, interior, chassis, and driveline. And this truck fits that bill. A Highlander was a year-end special promotional package at the end of the model year. This was the last year for the Action Line trucks. The Action Line ran from 1967 to 72. So a Highlander is recognizable as three option packages. I have an original brochure. So the whole idea was you could bundle options and save $260. And a Highlander truck is recognizable by the plaid interior. You could only get plaid interior with the Highlander. And they had four colors, right? You had the blue, the gray, the avocado, and the orange. And then you could also get the Highlander in a Blazer and a Suburban. You could get a Highlander Group A, B, or C. If you had a Group C, you mean it included everything in A and B. So the Group A, you saved $94. You had the plaid trim and everything white on the interior, the special wheel covers, the custom deluxe equipment, the chrome bumper, the upper molding, the door edge guards, and the below eyeline mirrors. And you got all those options and you saved $94. Then if you added Group B, you got the turbo hydra-matic 350 auto, you got the power steering, and the tilt wheel. And then if you went full Highlander Group C, you got the air conditioning and the soft raid tinted glass. So this truck is in Group C, which means you have all the options. It designates on the SPID label your Highlander Special Promotional Package, and then all these options are listed individually on the SPID label. This is option with the 350, okay, 350 V8, okay, and it does have the custom, the bottom trim here, and I talked about this before. This is wood grain, but you could get it in black as well. I think it depends on where they built the truck, but they're interchangeable, black or wood grain. My blue truck has black. This one has wood grain. Then you have the upper trim, which was the Highlander, okay, package. The custom deluxe had all the chrome around the windows, okay, including the back window. Below eyeline mirrors, people call them different things, but these are below eyeline mirrors. And these, just like the glass, these have a date code in the glass, so you could tell if they're original or not. Then here's your door edge guards. Okay, you could tell these are original. Original door edge guards are made by Adele with a Detroit, Michigan, and a part number, and they're right here. So that's how you could tell they're original door edge guards. Now watch how this door closes. All right, there you go. So here's your trim. You can see this trim here, the black is gone because over the years, the gas kind of ate the black here. Like a lot of these trucks, they had dual saddle tanks, 16 gallons apiece, and then they would put this door in. So I have removed the saddle tanks, but obviously I kept the door. And they were made with Colorado Leisure Products is who made this system, and you would have it installed at the dealership. And there's the chrome here. So this truck is a deluxe two-tone paint. Okay, the base is white, and they call this dark olive. And the deluxe two-tone has the base color on the roof. So if you had a regular two-tone paint, the olive would go up here. And then when you had the deluxe, you had this chrome trim here to separate the two colors. Now here's your Highlander deluxe wheel covers, right? You could only get this in the Highlander. And these were installed on a 1970 Monte Carlos. But these were the deluxe wheel covers for the Highlander package. Standard bumper there. You can see the original dealer label, Jerry Roth Chevrolet, that's Lakewood, Colorado. That's a suburb in Denver. And then when the daughter got it, Deanna got it from her father. He got ill in 1988, and Deanna got the truck, and that's who I bought the truck from. I pulled the camper off, gave it to my friend Baldy in Seligman. He put it on a square body. Spare tire is here. Once again, you had the dual saddle tanks, and the saddle tanks hung from the bed. You can see the holes. It hung from the bed here, where the holes were. Right here. The original antenna. The original Trico windshield wipers. Got the original power beam headlights. You see how nice this hood opens up. Okay. So it's all original in here, 350. So the air conditioning system, part of the Highlander, it's been converted to 134 many years ago. You can see the fitting on here, the conversion fitting. And then it's got the 134 receiver dryer. Air conditioning system works really good, 42 degrees at the center register. It's not going to be as cold as R12. There's 3 valves that work with the air conditioning. When you turn the AC on max, this heater shutoff cuts, so it keeps the hot water out of the box, and then it also closes the cowl valve to keep your recircuit. A lot of times these valves are broke. If you notice, I've changed these 2 valves. You change these 2 valves, the system works amazing. So a lot of times you need to change those. It's supposed to have a quadrajet carburetor. This is a 1980 Carter AFB. Aluminum AFB is an aluminum 4-barrel, and it was put on there in 1980. And don't know why, and it runs so good, just left it on there. And you see that plate there. The quadrajet was a spread bore. This is a square bore, so you have a adapter plate. On the AFBs, the primary and secondaries are the same size. In a quadrajet, the secondaries are huge, so you need this adapter plate. The original master cylinder still, the original booster. It's got power steering, power brakes. You can see the condition of the frame is beautiful. You can still see the VIN over there. You can see it's amazing, this booster, it's still got the tag on it. And these boosters on this forward machine surface, there's a Julienne date, 1972. I'm an old Corvette person, so those people go crazy over this stuff. And then this is interesting. So most of these Chevys, you're seeing they're Delco Moraine boosters, and they're CAD plated. This one is black, and it's a Bendix, and the date code here is 1972. So I'm assuming this was factory installed, because looks like it's ever been changed. But I didn't realize Bendix supplied some of these boosters. And you got the original ink label here, but I did check the date, and it is 1972. So the windshield wipers on these trucks, it's in the cabin, the motor and the washer. It's in the cabin, and if you have air conditioning, you have to take everything apart. So people just leave it alone. So what this has is it's got a pump with a button, and it pumps the fluid directly to the squirters. And it works perfectly as your little electric pump. And then you just abandon in place the original lines from the pump inside the cab. Because to work on that pump, you got to pull the whole dashboard. And then you can see the factory chalk marks, 329. That was a job number. When the truck was coming down the line, they could look at that and see the number. That was common back then.
Well, can we take it for a ride?
Sure. So once again, this is 100% original. Okay, you can see the condition of the paint here. Beautiful. The ashtray's never obviously been smoked in. I have 4 coins in there I found when I cleaned out the camper. From one of them's from 72.
And then you leave them in there.
Leave them in there.
Funny.
So this truck I bought it with 80,000 miles. It's got 91,418 miles. So this shows you that, you take care of a vehicle. There's no, back then, 100,000 miles, vehicles were thrown away pretty much. Today, you put 100,000 miles on it. If you take care of it, it still looks new. So you can see the brake pedal. You know, everybody, oh, is the mileage correct? I don't know. So that's the only wear, right? You can see where your foot would go.
Right.
But this is 90,000 miles on the original brake pedal, and it's just got a little wear right there. Most of the driving, it's worn here and worn a little less here. But this is the original steering wheel, right? And the original AM radio is long gone. That's a 1980s vintage JVC, right? Fits right in there. Dash has never been cut, still works. You know, here's your air conditioning. All 72s had your engine starting procedure here, your label. I talked about that before. I talked about the silvering coming off slow on the original mirror. And that's the original mirror right there. Still got the original exhaust. Right, tilt wheel is the Highlander, air conditioning. And this is my favorite truck. I drive it the most. When it's gonna rain or the weather's bad, I take this on forest service roads to go fishing in northern Arizona. I treat it, I just keep it maintained, and I'm not afraid to get it wet or dirty, and I just clean it. So this is my go-to vehicle. I mean, look how nice it drives. They just shifted in second. Perfect, once again, arm out the window. It's just got enough aging on it where you're not going nuts over it. And it looks, the Deluxe two-tone with the dark olive, people love that. And this truck has a headliner, so my other 72 doesn't have a headliner, so it's got a headliner on it.
I'm surprised it had a headliner. I don't remember that back in
Yeah.
72. Do you?
I think it's part of the custom Deluxe, but the other one doesn't have it, so I don't know. You see how the wiper blades lay nice and flat. A lot of these trucks are restored and the blades are at an angle. It drives me crazy. But they should be laying just like that. Cup holders.
Yeah.
And there's some oil change stickers from the 80s with like, 29,000 miles on them or something. They call this parchment door panels with the embossing. And then you had the parchment sun visors. And then you had the parchment seatbelt. Look at the condition of the seatbelt. All these options you could order without the Highlander, except the plaid interior. The windshield I had changed out. The windshield was changed early. It wasn't the original glass. It really didn't matter. But I did put a new windshield in. It was cracked. Even with the camper on it, it was always in the garage. There's no fading whatsoever. And like I say, the brake, it's got every little bit of 90,000 mile wear on it, the brake pedal. So this is a vehicle you don't want to touch. You just maintain it. It's maintained perfectly for 55 years. Hey, you need to change a windshield, the tire, the brakes, whatever. And I bought this 6 years ago in the market. I mean, I didn't steal the truck. I talked about this before. I pay for the right trucks. But it was a really good deal from the daughter, the original owner. She didn't have any money in it. It was sentimental value. When me and Tina loaded on the trailer, she was crying. So we had it was unfortunate, not unfortunate, but she had a lot of ties to it. She grew up with the truck. But I paid a reasonable price. Today, I paid really well for it. I mean, today it would be a lot more. But this is the best, I think the best buy I've had, and the most enjoyment and use, because I use it. That's what I like. I use it.